But they've been raring to go, and our first stage is going to be Final Destination.
Yeah, it turns out that the only time that they did play, which was in Juice Box 8, Epic Gabe ended up losing to Cosmos 2-1. So it'll be interesting to see
Cosmos
how...
did win that tournament from winner's side, I'll point out.
And
I also want to point out, chat, Cosmos has a near-perfect record on Sonics. At that same tournament you just mentioned, Juice Box 8, Cosmos beat Sonics 3-0 in a dominant match on stream. So if Cosmos wins right here and goes on to face Sonics, he could very well knock him out and take on Tweak in Grands, and right now he's looking poised to do it with that insane skewer stage spike to start off this game in first stock.
Yeah, no, absolutely. Cosmos' Corrin has been really tuning up as of late. I love the way that he's just like able to really catch onto a lot of Gabe's whiffs, and just like able to land really successfully on top of him. Rob doesn't necessarily have the best out of shield options, like besides his up smash, and especially like from behind him is where it gets particularly tough.
Looking for that back air right here. He's set and poised to take a second stock before Gabe manages to even take the first, especially with how good both Cosmos and Corrin are at capitalizing on stocks off stage with tipper options. But no, the side B is going to connect.
I'm surprised that the neutral B didn't actually hit Epic Gabe. I'm not sure if it wasn't charged enough or anything, or perhaps Epic Gabe's side B was just a little bit bigger than Corrin's like neutral B hitbox, like not the projectile itself, but like the dragon mouth thingy. That being said, though, Cosmos still has a pretty good lead for himself. It's just going to be up to him to be able to convert off of this nice early recovery, making sure that he's not going to lose. Oh, never mind. Remember what I said about a nice early recovery? Yeah, doesn't apply to that one. gonna lose this stock pretty quickly.
Cosmos, but he does immediately refrag and bring this back to an even one stock game, but losing the stock at only 60% by going just a little bit too deep off stage. He got a little bit too greedy right there, and he paid hard for it.
Right now, Cosmos' advantage shit is absurd, already dealing 63% from these juggles. Epic Gabe, he needs to be a little bit more careful before selecting an option as he is landing against Cosmos, because wow, he is such a proficient juggling. Cosmos is so lucky to land on the right side of the gyro, making sure he's not going to get stuck between quite literally a rock and a hard place with Rob.
Rob in a hard place.
Robin.
I'm going to be murdered for that one. And the back air is going to connect and do it. A quick first game from Cosmos right there to go up 1-0 against Epic Gabriel, hitting him with the barely tippy-tip edge of the hitbox right there.
Yeah. I mean,
Cosmos goes
back
up
air is
1-0.
absurdly disjointed. You always got to be really mindful of it. It's not particularly fast, but who cares if a move is fast or not if it covers a lot of space and keeps yourself nice and safe as well.
Right now, Cosmos is up 1-0 on Epic Gabriel going into Game 2. They're running it back on Final Destination. Epic Gabe needs to be a lot more careful because considering the fact that he only barely took one stock that game, the other one was Cosmos going too deep on an edge guard and SDing.
Yep, this time for Game 2.
How many sets does Cosmos had to play today? Cosmos is currently 12-1. Cosmos lost
they
his
had
pools.
intended to go to PS2.
They did not. They picked Final Destination, so they are going to be SDing and reselecting. Someone messed up. Right now, don't you dare say it, chat. God dang it.
Yeah, so one adjustment that like Epic Gabe could be definitely making going into Game 2 here is I feel like he's coming off of ledge really aggressively sometimes. Like drop down, double jump laser, like things of that nature, like drop down, double jump neutral air. And honestly, I don't think Rob actually has the tools to be able to contest with some of Corrin's buttons like that, right? So,
chat, Cosmos lost to a Joker player by the name of Kai Len in pools in top 64 qualifier. Just for the people who
he's had a pretty phenomenal run.
Yeah, an insane run to lose in pools and make it all the way to loser semifinals and be poised to win loser semifinals.
Well, Cosmos has such a strong lead on his opponent with these jump-ins. The way that he's like immediately from the beginning of the game, he is so confident that Epic Gabe is just gonna go through like gyro. He just immediately goes through the full hop in with the neutral air, and he's able to successfully connect these.
Right now, it's looking vaguely even, but Gabe is starting to run away with the lead right here, and there he goes. Finally connects.
To run away. He's already running away.
He has run away with the lead right now. Cosmos needs to refrag quickly before Gabe runs away with it even more. He's burner boosting his way to victory right now.
I like the fact that Gabe, after like landing all of those down tilts, just backs up and goes out of gyro, because not only did he get a bit of extra damage, but he was able just to like really be very, very efficient with his setups. So he backed out this time so that he wouldn't have to do it later in a bit more of a pivotal moment when he would need that gyro. Is he going to be able to get this coverage? Yes, he is. Throwing out an extremely active hitbox, being able to contest Corrin's up B and get the kill for it as well. This is complete opposite of what we saw in the beginning of game 1. Cosmos with the extension with that neutral B, that was a little shocking. I like that.
Right now, Gabe doing just a great job of adaptation against Cosmos, especially compared to game 1. Right now, it's poised to take a 3-stock lead, poised to take a 2-stock lead. Every time I try and say something, these guys screw it up. Wow. Getting the side B right there, a little bit higher percent, and that has the potential to kill. Cosmos struggling hard to make it back to stage, and he never will. That is a JV 3-stock right there.
That game was so tough. And honestly, that was just like mostly because of the fact that Gabe's advantage state was absurd. And his ledge trapping was absurd. He really capitalized on what Rob did best here. He adapted to Cosmos's some of his habits really beautifully. And you know, we definitely have a set here. It's 1-1.
Game 5.
They're just taking turns bodying each other at this point.
Chat asking if Cosmos wins, what's the MU like for Sonics v Cosmos? I mentioned it a little bit earlier. Last time they faced off was in Juicebox number 8, where Cosmos whooped Sonic.
Jump onto that platform and get that fully charged neutral B. That was just absurd.
So getting into game 4, I don't know how to count. Getting into game 4, we're going to Kalos Pokemon League, and it's going to see if Cosmos can take this as a cool 3-1 and move on to face his hated rival Sonics. If anyone is, though, Cosmos is for sure the Sonic Slayer, being 6-1 on him in this Wi-Fi season. Getting these Nair conversions, that's a lot of percent. Beautiful from Cosmos right there.
Yeah, I mean, Gob honestly just really struggles in disadvantage against a good chunk of the cast. Such is the nature when you're a heavyweight with no particularly good aerial buttons.
Especially no good out of shield options. You can't just land on the ground, shield,
oh my god, what
best.
A sequence from Cosmos. That was incredible.
Cosmos's Nair conversions are just flat out beautiful. That's all there is to call them. Nair, 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 back air, and they're so fluid between each one. It's a pleasure to watch.
Yeah, and it's like the way that he is able to read somebody's movement, he's able to capitalize on when he lands here or not. Actually being able to bounce Epic Gabe in between the gyro multiple times. Cosmos, you are on fire right now. Speaking of on fire though, Gabe able to get those down tilts into the down tilts. Able to actually get the kill off of the down throw though. Wasn't able to set up the flame trap either. Cosmos
on the warpath right now. Like actually on the warpath. He wants to kill Epic Gabe so he can go on to face Sonics because he wants to knock Sonics out of this tournament. The few conversations I've had with Cosmos about that particular topic, I remember for a fact he said in Juicebox 8 after he 3-0'd Sonics, I think his exact words were, "Good, my reason for entering this tournament is done."
Yeah.
Just faded rivals, and he's itching to play against him here, trying to get Epic Gabe out of the way as soon as possible.
I mean, speaking of conversions right now, like Epic Gabe's strength with his four is kind of looking cheeky right now. What a nasty position to be in right now as Cosmos. Is he going to be able to get the spike? Epic Gabe is not going to be able to do it. Right now, he's sitting right now on his potential tournament and set game. He needs to take the stock right now, or top 3 is nothing but like a faraway mirage.
We talked about it when he picked it against Sonics, but it seems like Kalos is just a comfort pick for Epic Gabe. It's not really working out all that well in the matchups. He just looks comfortable.
It's not working all that well. Look at this. It's almost completely even. One good couple of hits from Epic, even it's going to be completely even. Able to get the nail into the up air. How is Cosmos going to be able to land it? I love the use of the back air to reposition himself ever so slightly and just mix up the way that he is drifting. The gyro into the nail.
Right there, Cosmos just needs one more good hit to finish this off, though.
Tries to go for like an early finisher with the F smash. It was nicely spaced, nice and safe, but Gabe is not going to be falling through those quite yet. This time, Gabe punishes the F smash with a good retreating laser. Cosmos smart to get hit by the right side of it, and not try to cross it up. Because
going to be a down throw, up tilt, up air. He gets hit by the very last hit of up air, but he doesn't quite die. Cosmos still has a chance to do this if he can make it back to stage, though, and he's struggling hard to do that.
Gets hit by the late hit of the down air. Is he going to be able to make it back onto the stage? He is. Is this going to be the stock? No. Epic Gabe has his stage techs on point. Kalos, such a lovely stage just to make sure you're not going to lose your stock too.
Up throw is going to take it right there. No way he's living through that.
What a comeback. He was down so much.
Right there. Great comeback from Epic Gabe to make it just another game 5. This is our what? 1, 2, 3. This is our 4th game 5 set in a row.
I can't. I'm seriously at my limit. I can't.
Limit break.
I can't do this.
Just limit break. It's not that hard.
We're gonna see a Game 10 Grand Finals. Losing these finals is gonna go to Game 5. Every single game from now on will be a timeout to Game 5.
We're going to be here for a couple of hours. But yeah, because Cosmos won Game 3, it is his counter pick for the game, and we're going back to Kalos.
Interesting. I mean, I do feel like Kalos worked out really well for him, but just for the exact reasons why it worked out well for him, it kind of didn't work out well for him. While he was able to, really catch like Gabe not being able to land on any platforms, he was just like able to keep him in the air, juggling him for so long. Gabe kind of did the exact same thing to him. He caught him in the air. He capitalized on Corrin's inability to land. Definitely one of her weakest points for sure. So, like, honestly, Gabe has all the momentum in the world right now. He's on his comfort stage, just as he said. He made a phenomenal comeback last game. I think this is extremely doable for him.
It's looking identical to how the start of Game 4 looked. Cosmos just kind of running away with the lead at the start, but Gabe starting to pick it back up. 26% right there. Almost catching the laser right there. Cosmos missing his down tilt conversion. Trying to kill Gabe with the up air right there, but unable to connect with that back air is almost going to do it.
Absurdly powerful, and it's like ridiculous to even consider like how heavy Rob is. And the fact that he was still barely hanging on by a thread, ridiculous.
Down tilt.
These landings from Cosmos are impeccable. Look at these stalls in the air with that back air. He's repositioning himself. Gabe does not know how to respond to Cosmos landing in front of a shield like that with neutral B. He can't get caught by that same trick one more time because he's going to meet an untimely end if that's the case.
Cosmos trying to land with Nair, but Gabe doing a great job of shielding it and catching Cosmos' landing with the up smash up air. He's still alive, but he's not still alive through that.
That was just a really good sequence from Gabe. His positioning through the up smash and the up air and the back air just caught onto Cosmos' drift so well, and just like that, just brought it all the way back. This is now an almost even game, but Cosmos with the fails into the up air. Ooh, his damage output is absurd.
Both of these players have insane damage output. Both of these characters, when used correctly, can just box with the best of them. They just don't have a disadvantage, or they don't have a strong disadvantage state. So once they get caught, they're in it for the long haul.
Right now, Epic Gabe, he is catching Cosmos, jumping from center stage so many times. He's just constantly stuffing this out with approaching neutral areas. Cosmos has to be a little bit more reluctant to jump out of shield like that when he is in center stage. Wow.
Great conversion from Cosmos right there to read where Gabe was going to be within the space and catch him with the very tippy-tip hitbox of back air. A down throw is going to put him in prime position for a nair conversion, but he doesn't go for it. Instead plays it safe and goes for something much easier. Cosmos with the grab out of shield, but Gabe with some insane mash to escape that earlier before something happened. And we are even in this game 5.
That was really, really good. caught on to the fact that Cosmos is getting a little bit desperate. And, you know, people do when they're desperate and a little bit afraid, they like to press that R button, baby. And he killed him for it. So, you know, Epic Gabe, he is capitalizing on this momentum so well right now, despite the fact that he neutral air dodge right in front of Cosmos' face, he was still able to get the down tilt. Cosmos' reaction on that was just so slightly off, not able to get the nail into the up air. How is Cosmos going to steal this out? What is Gabe gonna do?
Good conversion from Cosmos right there, but it's still not quite enough. Gabe could go for it all right here, but he just barely misses that back air. Could have taken it right there, too.
Phenomenal stall with that down air, just being able to ever so slightly float above that pin. And it's going to work out so great. He gets the right hit nail into the up air, and Epic Gabe does it. That is the first time that he's doing Cosmos, I think, according to the player database. And a phenomenal win, and he's going to be moving on to losers finals.
Gabe getting that run back against Sonics. Cosmos going down 3-2 in another game, or another Game 5 matchup.
Whew. Sounds good.
Hang on a second on that. Don't do that yet.
Yeah, I feel like Epic Gabe in general, he's just adapted so well to, like, a lot of Cosmos' ledge habits. Like, covering back air with, like, so much, how Cosmos responds in the corner, how he's air dodging. Epic Gabe was just extremely on top of all of that. Like, honestly, Gabe's adaptation and his just, like, ability to make these comebacks, both in Game 4 and Game 5, you know, he's such an amazing player.
Yeah, great counter